Hi everyone, this is Cheryl. Coming at you with a new video. This is not a soaping video. This video is actually going to be a cooking video. I'm just going to be making some butternut squash soup, and I thought I'd just film it and record it. So let me just show you some of the ingredients that you're going to need. What I have here is some chicken broth, so just some Campbell's chicken broth. And I also have a vegetable broth, just in case it's not enough liquid, then I usually mix the two. I have just some regular old, oops, that's the French, table salt. I have some ground black pepper. I have some ground cinnamon. I have, you can't tell, but this is ground nutmeg, and I thought I'd try a little bit of ground cardommon. So that's my seasonings. I also have, you're going to need a couple tablespoons of butter, oops, B-cell butter, or margarine in this case, and I've already prepared all my vegetables. So I have in here 1 zucchini cut up, 4 medium-sized potatoes cut, 3 celery stalk, 1 whole butternut squash, 3/4 of a large onion. You could just use 1 medium onion. And I normally would use 2 or 3 carrots, but I have baby carrots, so I use like about a small bag of baby carrots roughly. Not really measured. Okay, so once again, you're going to need, for the vegetables, you're going to need 1 butternut. I used a small to medium sized butternut squash, 4 medium potatoes. The recipe calls for 2 celery stalks, but I did 3. 4 medium potatoes, 1 medium onion, or in my case I did 3/4 of an onion, 2 chopped carrot stalks, but I used about a bag of mini carrots, baby carrots. And what else do I have in here? And 1 zucchini. The recipe doesn't call for that, but I added a zucchini. Okay. Alright, so what you're going to do, let me get rid of this extra pot. I have to return this to my mother. I'll probably do it on this one here. Alright, so you're going to add about 2 tablespoons of butter-ish, something like that. And then you're going to saute your vegetables in the butter. Ooh, this pot is heavy. Try to cut your vegetables around the same size so that they soften evenly, because you don't want to have everything kind of cooking at different rates. Now, this seems like a lot for just myself, and it is. I was supposed to make this last night, but for me and my boyfriend, but he decided he wanted Chinese. He didn't feel like soup, so we went for some Hakka Chinese at Tangerine. Really good restaurant. If any of you guys are in the GTA, they're a really good restaurant. This is a lot. I don't even know if my pot can hold it all, but that's okay. It's going to soften down anyway. Alright, so while that's cooking and the butter's melting and the vegetables are softening down, I usually do it for about 5 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes. Just going to put the lid on. I have it on about medium heat. Okay, so I'll come back in about 10 minutes once this is, 5-10 minutes once this is kind of sauteed down. Okay, see you then. Hi everyone, so it's been about 5-10 minutes, about 10 minutes roughly on medium heat. You can hear the pot simmering quite loudly, and you can even notice that the vegetable height has even kind of simmered down a bit. So basically, what you're doing is you're just adding a little bit of caramelization, not really. You're just kind of giving a little bit of coating with the butter. Some of the onions might get a little caramelized, but basically what you're doing is just kind of gently roasting them. Okay? Very gently, like you're not really cooking them this way. Okay? So I've given it a few stirs with the spoon to kind of get that butter to coat all of the vegetables. It smells really good. I think it's going to be a good idea that I'm using the baby carrots since they're sweeter than usually than the regular carrots. Give a little bit of sweetness to the soup. Now this is how easy this recipe is, guys. So you're just going to open up, if I can. Apparently I couldn't do that too good. Give me a moment. Alright, so I'm going to pour in my chicken broth. And you're going to basically want to kind of make sure your vegetables are kind of covered in liquid. Usually one of these is not enough for me. So that's why I have the vegetable one as well. And if you're vegetarian, just swap out the chicken broth for vegetable broth. Apparently I'm supposed to push this first and then... So that I'm adding my vegetable broth. You can do 2 chicken broth, you can do 2 vegetable broth, you can do half and half, it's up to you. It really doesn't matter. Alright. So I've used probably about half of the vegetable broth. Just put that in the fridge. So now all you do, I'm just kind of pushing my vegetables down a bit. I could probably add a little bit more vegetable broth, but I'm about 3/4 away from the top of the soup, and I know my vegetables are going to cook down. And I can always add the vegetable broth later on if I want to make my soup thinner, but I like it fairly thick. Alright, so now you just cover and let cook until the vegetables are all cooked down and nice and soft. So then I usually wait to the end to season it. You can season it the liquid now if you want, but honestly I just wait till the end, just because I find sometimes I may not need the salt. I might need a little bit of black pepper. I might want it more sweet. Like, you know, it depends on what I feel like, so I usually just let this cook down. And then season it afterwards. So it should take not too long, say like 30 minutes, not even. I'll let you know the exact time. I never really pay attention to the time. And for me, before, I never had a gas stove. I always had an electric stove, so I'm just getting used to using a gas stove now. So I'm not quite sure if it's going to take faster time or not. I haven't adjusted my temperature. It's still at medium heat. And then we'll take it from there. So all the vegetables are in here. They're going to simmer and boil down and soften, and then I'll show you the next step, which is really easy. This is like a super easy, very quick dinner to do, guys. So I'll see you for the next part. Hi everybody, I'm back. So the soup has been, or the vegetables have been boiling in this broth for about 35 minutes, 35 to 40 minutes, about 35 more so. So now what you're going to do is you're going to turn off your stove, and this part you really want to be careful with, okay? You don't want to splash yourself because the soup is very hot, but you're going to use your stick blender. So I have my not for soap stick blender. This is definitely not for soap. This is my food only, let me repeat, food only stick blender. Do not use this with your soap, okay? If you notice in my other video, my stick blender is white and it's plastic. This is stainless steel. Say stainless steel. I do have a stainless steel stick blender for soap making, but I haven't brought it out yet. It's brand new. So yeah, stainless steel. This is just strictly for my food. Okay, so what you're going to do now is just be very careful, especially since my pot is really full. You're just going to go in and just blend, but be careful because you don't want to splash yourself. And you're just going to blend all the vegetables together. I realize you guys can't really see. Let's see. That's better. Okay. Ah! I splashed myself after telling you guys to be careful. You just want to keep doing this until everything's blended together. And if you find that your soup is too thick, you can add more of the broth to loosen it out a bit. This is a great soup for kids that don't like their vegetables because they'll never know what you put in here. So put vegetables they don't like in here and then they'll eat it. My son loves it and he hates vegetables. Like you can get him to eat carrots and broccoli, but you can't really get him to eat all sorts. So he'll eat this, and I don't think he really realizes that they're squashing it. Or zucchini. And he hates celery, and there's celery in here, 3 stalks. So I'm going to a soaping club tonight out in Ajax with the Great Canadian Soap Company, I think her company's called. On YouTube, her channel is The Soap Boss, I believe. I don't remember her first name offhand, but I'm going to her soaping club tonight. And we're going to make soap. I can't wait. And I believe it's every Tuesdays at 7, I think she said she's going to have it. So I think I'm going to be able to make next Tuesday as well. Let's see, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, I should be able to make next Tuesday as well because I finished Tuesday morning work, so I'll get enough time to sleep and go to the club again. I'm hoping I'll be able to make it. Okay, I have too much soup. So I'm just making sure all the chunks are blended. I still have a few. It looks like soup batter. I mean soap batter. Since this is a soaping channel, I just had to throw that reference in. That is all the chunks, guys. So now what you're going to do, sorry guys, just going to grab a spoon and we're going to taste it. I think the last time I did it, I just added the spices like the ground cinnamon and stuff. I didn't really add salt and pepper because I was going for more of a fall pumpkin pie-ish kind of flavor. So bear with me a moment, let me get a spoon. And you just taste it and season it to your taste, okay? It's hot, so be careful. Oh my gosh. I don't want any salt. That'll tell you. It tastes perfect. I'm not one to use a lot of salt anyways. I not really grew up in a household, but my dad has blood pressure issues, so we stopped cooking with salt years ago, so I kind of got used to it. I'm actually going to try the cardommon, like I said. I wanted to try. I'm not measuring it. I'm just, I don't know, what is that, like quarter teaspoon? My cinnamon, half a teaspoon, and my ground nutmeg, quarter to a half a teaspoon. Something like that. I gotta get some jars from the dollar store to put some of my spices in. Hopefully I'll get there today. Okay, so oops, grab my spoon again. I'm just gonna stir that in. What I did in the past, which I don't have, how I presented it is I put it in the bowl, I put a bay leaf on it, and then I sprinkled some more cinnamon on top, just a little bit, and everybody loved it. I think I posted a picture on my Facebook page of it. It looks so professional. It was just a sprig of bay leaf? Basil I put on, sorry. A basil sprig. So I'm just blending that all in. Some of the spices are stuck on my spoon. Oh, it smells so good. This will be my dinner for the next month. I'm just kidding. My dad's coming by tomorrow, my mom, so they'll get some tomorrow. Be leftovers, but this will be my dinner tonight because I ate some of the leftover Chinese food from last night for lunch today. I still have Chinese food in the fridge, but I don't know, Damien didn't want to take home some with him for lunch today. I think he's expecting me to bring, he was asking if I was going to bring him soup today, but I can't. I have stuff I gotta do. So, alright. So let me try it again. Perfect. Doesn't need anything more. So guys, try this recipe. It's super easy, great recipe on the fly when you don't have much time. Total time would take you probably an hour and a half. You just need to cut up your vegetables, boil it, blend it. That's it. It's so simple. And it's not that expensive to make, and it's all healthy choices. Great, great, great for kids that don't like to eat their vegetables. It has that little bit of a sweeter flavor to it. Not super sweet, but sweeter. So that they are more likely to eat it, and then they don't know what vegetables they're eating because it all looks like one color. So once again, I'll just run over the recipe again real quick. I used a butternut squash cubed, and you take out the seeds and the pulp. 4 potatoes, 3 celery stalk, 1 zucchini, 3/4 of a large onion or 1 medium onion. I use baby carrots this time. We can use 2 carrot stalks, and I believe that was it. 2 tablespoons of butter to saute the vegetables in first. Pour in, to cover your vegetables with chicken broth or vegetable broth or both, as you saw I did. Boil till the vegetables are cooked through and soft, and blend. That is it. It's super simple, and I'm telling you, I don't know if you guys can see how full my pot is, but this is a pretty big pot, and it's only got about 3/4 to an inch of space that has not been filled. So I hope you guys enjoyed my really quick recipe. Hope you all try it. Love to see your guys' versions of it, or any suggestions that you have of how you might make your butternut squash. I've heard of adding coconut milk to it, so I haven't tried that yet. Yeah, but I'm really looking for new healthy recipes. As you can see, I have a little bit of a gut that I need to get rid of, so I'm trying to try healthier options. Anyways, it was great. It's great for all the comments that you guys added to my videos. Loved hearing, seeing them and reading them. I wasn't able to answer them the night I was trying to answer them. It kept giving me an error message and it wouldn't post anything. But today I was able to, so I responded to your messages today. And yeah, see you guys soon. There will probably be another video coming out later. I've got some lotion I got to make for a customer, so I will probably do that shortly. I'm just going to go up to Cairo's new school and get him registered, and then I have to do a little bit of errands, and then I will film that. And I also want to film a tutorial video either today or tomorrow. Alright guys, hope everyone is well. Happy soaping, happy cooking, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.